Welcome back to Boxing Hideout TV, home of the ass whooping. I am your host, Juice8888, aka Juice Berry. Make sure you like the channel or subscribe to the channel and like the videos. I can't ever seem to get that right. I'll figure it out. Today we're going to talk about the fight that just happened. I went live on it a little while ago, and so I gave my opinion about that, but it was really more so about the post-fight conference. I don't believe that Teofimo will be able to live that down, and that is the reason why Teofimo is our yellow cab driver of the month. 13-1 underdog. He's got it. He's got to win the award. We're gonna get this episode started. Here we go. Keeps becoming there's this lag in the audio, man. When I do my intro, I gotta figure what that's about. Probably because I got something else loading at the same time. It's gonna interrupt me in a minute, so I'm gonna probably have to edit this, and I know it's gonna pop up at some point or another. But here we go. Once again, this is Boxing Hideout TV, home of the ass whooping. This is Juice 8888. We're here to talk about the fight that just happened a little while ago with Teofimo and George Kambosos. I checked online for the reactions of the other fighters. Of course, I knew they were going to tear into Teo, but there were some people who were a little more diplomatic and said that he should have been a little more gracious in his post-fight interview. Like I said, he may have been concussed or in complete state of shock because all his accolades were stripped. George Kambosos just left with Teo's shit. Just took it. For the month of November, our yellow cab driver of the month is Teofimo Lopez, 13-1 underdog. Showed up to this fight. He had promised a first round knockout of George Kambosos. George Kambosos is 31-0, had sparred with the likes of Manny Pacquiao, had flown all over the world to fight people in their own backyard, and this was no different. He came to the United States, to Madison Square Garden, and beat the living shit out of Teofimo Lopez, sending Bob Arum his trash back. He says, I don't need any more of your trash, Top Rank. Give me something better than that. Teofimo signed a contract with Top Rank. We thought he had won his independence when he had gotten the Triller purse bid. That all fell through. So for the last year, he's been laughed at because people were like, you got to fight Devin Haney. You got to fight Devin Haney. And I kept saying, Devin Haney? I would get on everyone's board and I kept saying, you people are weird, man. You people are weird. You guys are calling for fights when dudes already have fights. And you guys are saying that these are just walk in the park fights. the people that make these matches are making them so they're at least a slim bit competitive, or they're just grossly underestimating. I don't know how they do their research on how they pick these fighters, but the main thing is this: they go for these guys who have a couple losses on their record, but you don't really do no real research on them and see how they fight. I honestly believe that Teofimo actually just went on the internet and checked out Kambosos' resume and said he hasn't fought nobody. He's a bum. Whoever says they're gonna knock out the number one contender in one round? When has that ever been said? Mike Tyson's never said that. He's never said, "I'm gonna get you out here in one round." If he did, I'm wrong, but I don't remember hearing him say it. And he fought Hurricane McNeely. Kambosos is 31 and 0. He's not Kevin Hurricane McNeely or Hurricane McNeely. Whatever, man. I don't even know if his first name's Kevin. I don't feel like looking that up right now. This dude embarrassed himself, man. It wasn't just the ignorance throughout the press conference. If he was smart, he would have looked in Kambosos' eyes and said, "Man, I know this dude is serious." But Kambosos was brilliant. He did a whole bull matador thing. Had dude chasing him around the ring, thinking, "I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna knock him out." No jab, no body work, nothing. He was able to just counter 1-2, hit him with the 1-2s. Hey man, it is what it is, man. This dude is I just don't think he was focused, man. I think he actually honestly looked at the Lomachenko win as like the top of the mountain. Lomachenko doesn't have 20 fights. He started his professional career when he was already old. And he started at a lower weight class. 2 classes lower, as just to be exact. Lomachenko got put on his ass by Linares. Life and death struggle with Luke Campbell. I don't know. I don't factor in his shoulder injury excuse. I believe he was scared for the first round. He saw this hothead Teo, didn't like the power, and that was it. Teo's power, he didn't knock out Nakatani. His knockout of Richard Comey. Both of them are power punchers, so they say. They went for a 50-50 do or die punch. Teo landed first, and that's how he got his reputation as a knockout puncher. I knocked out Comey. No one said Comey's chin was great. We said his punch was hard. It's not the same thing. He folded up like a lawn chair at that one punch. Kambosos didn't fold up at all. He took the punches. Actually, started off the fight putting him on his ass. This dude made a fool of himself, man. He couldn't even say his sponsors' names. I doubt he remembered it because he, for some reason, thinks that he won the fight 11 rounds to 2. It's only 12 rounds. It's only 12 rounds. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, here you go. Let's listen to 11 rounds to 2. This is hilarious, man. 11 rounds to 2.
Yo. You got, hey, hell of a fighter, but I won tonight, man. And everybody know that. The referee raised my hand. I won tonight. I don't care what anybody says, yo. I won tonight. Hey, at the end of the day, I've been here. I've done that. I want to thank God. I want to thank everybody that came out tonight. Look, I ain't no sore loser. I take my wins like I take my losses. At the end of the day, man, I'm a true champion. I came out here. I did what I had to do. And I went out there and I did my best. Yo, I don't care what anybody says, man. I am as real as they come. And watch, this is the takeover, man. We don't stop. We keep coming. Yo, at the end of the day, man, I love you all. I won this fight.
Teofimo, you believe coming in that you were going to be able to end this fight early. You get knocked down in the first round. What was your mindset going back to the corner?
It's good. Good shot. All right. Time to wake up. Time to do the thing what I got to do. After that, man, it is what it is. It's boxing. But you know what, man? I know what it is. I know how these people work. Referee knew I won tonight. Everybody knew I won tonight. And I'm just thankful.
Did you believe this was a close fight going into those last few rounds?
No, I don't. I don't believe it was a close fight at all. I believe that at the end of it all, I scored 11-2.
11-2. It's only 13 rounds. There's not 13 rounds. He was concussed. I don't think he remembered the names of his sponsors. He was supposed to shout them out. They pay him for that. They expected him to win. When he doesn't win, sometimes they tend to take away those sponsorships. Even if you sign a contract, they're not going to take away the sponsorship. What they're going to do is hold advertising. They're going to just stop the advertising of that person. You know what I mean? I don't know how long after the Floyd, how long after the Floyd loss did Manny keep his Hennessy commercials going on air. I don't think so. They may have stayed on a little bit after the knockout loss to Juan Marquez. I'm not sure. Eventually, they replaced Pac with Nas, I believe. Makes sense. He can't get knocked out. You can keep using him over and over. He speaks better English, and Pac has a whole nation of people behind him. But the fans here are fickle. I don't want to say the fans are not real fans. The people who sometimes watch boxing are fickle. They're not really going to support Manny after seeing him get his ass whooped by Floyd. He would have to avenge that by beating somebody else just as equal in stature or something like that. Like the Keith Thurman win was a good start. Had he beaten Arrow, it would have been just 99. That would have been like a whole nother level of celebrity. But he's going for president. Good luck to Meth Head Manny. Our yellow cab, Teofimo Lopez, 13-1 underdog. Promised a first round knockout of 31-0. Number one contender George Kambosos. All the people who are fighting in boxing swore up and down Kambosos is no good, mainly because he's from Australia. No other reason. It says competition's not good because he had a fight with Mickey Bay and whatever. The fights with Mickey Bay and stuff to me are good learning experiences for him, and he used the learning experience today he used the learning experience today as he whooped, or tonight as he whooped Teofimo from pillar to post, danced around him, joked, laughed, hopped up and down. You know what I mean? Wiggled, shimmied. He did everything he could, man, to let the judges know, hey, I'm whooping this dude's ass. You know, what more do you need me to do? Teofimo came out of there looking like he got jumped by like 10 dudes, man. With bats. Like 10 dudes just came out there and just put their ass whooping on him. See what? Let's take a look at this face, man. Let's see how it looks. Look at that, man. He's a bloody mess. You know, the blood on his face doesn't say that he got hit that many times. It doesn't tell the whole story, but it does. There's moments in the fight when you can see him slumped in his seat. He looked uninterested. When he got the knockdown, he looked uninterested in finishing. He was content on just letting Kambosos get up and get a second win. I thought he was going to come out and turn it up on the 11th round, but he came out calm and casual, like he knew he was going to win without having to have proved it in the ring. Like, I'm going to win no matter what. I don't care if I throw 10 punches. He tried to pull a Willie Pep. You know what I mean? I'm going to win a round without throwing no punches, which is impossible. By the way, it's impossible. How could he know that he won the round while he's in the middle of the fight? Also, if Willie Pep runs around for a whole round and doesn't throw no punches, if the other guy throws so much as 2 punches, he did better than Willie did. That's a whole nother story. We'll get into that a little later. Anyways, back to Teo. As you can see in this picture right here, let me see if I can get this right. Let's get this right here. Okay, we're going to get rid of this right here. And we're going to look at this picture right here. Let's take a look at this picture in close. This is our yellow cab driver of the month. In this picture here on this side right here with the belts, he's saying, give me some more of your top ranked cab drivers. And then below here, he's saying, he's asking Teo how much for a ride to the airport, because apparently Teo moonlights as a cab driver. Okay. And so that's usually how this works. Sometimes when you realize, man, that you've had enough of the sport and there's nothing more for you to accomplish, because beating Vasily Lomachenko was the king of the mountaintop, I guess. Teo didn't have to take this fight. He didn't have to defend the belts. He could have dumped the belts in the trash. Now that I won the belts, I'm moving on. They did this with Canelo's situation right here. Canelo can't it looks like he can't fight the cruiserweight champion because the cruiserweight champion has a mandatory. It looks like he has to fulfill. And as you know, mandatories can be a little awkward and dangerous. Just ask Teofimo Lopez. Mandatory got his ass today, whooped his ass, just tore it out the frame. Our yellow cab driver of the month. I don't think Teo can bounce back from this. The other fighters aren't going to respect him. He made a fool of himself. Not just from the post-fight interview, but the whole build-up leading to this. The stuff that's come out of him and his dad's mouth was reckless, man, to some certain degree. And it's like, man, you're going to have this come back to bite you in the ass, talking like this. If it wasn't Kambosos, it was somebody else going to do it. Not focused on boxing, man. These dudes, man, everyone wants to be a champion, but they don't want the responsibilities that come with the championship. That's why Terrence Bud Crawford is a 70-30. He receives the 30 in a big fight. Okay. They don't sometimes make the right decisions at the time the decision is supposed to be made. Where's Terrence Crawford's episode on the Tonight Show? When has he appeared on Dancing with the Stars or anything media related? Has he been on an episode of CSI? A movie? How do you market yourself? I don't know much, man. I'm just keeping it real as in the troll manner, of course. We represent that troll population, internet trolls. If you're out there, make sure you hit the like button on the video, hit the subscribe to the channel. We're here to make sure that you get your information correctly and accurately. And if we make a mistake, we're not going to fess up to it. We just go along with it. I'm hoping that Teo can bounce back from this. He got his ass stripped. Pretty much, George Kambosos just pretty much just threw him in the gutter and said, "Top Rank, come get your trash. I'm done with it. Done with it. I don't need no more of this trash. It's over with. You know what I mean? Let's just get rid of this. Take and do something with it. Send it to the scrap heaps. All right there. This is this is what I don't respect about these young fighters today, man. You know what I mean? They don't want to drive their cab to the person who whooped their ass. They want to be all tough and pretend like they're not driving cabs no more. You better get your money, man. Get your money. You got mouths to feed now. Man, that boy got his ass whooped. Kambosos did a really good job. And the thing is, I think that he's smart enough not to use the same strategy against every fighter. I think Kambosos would use a different strategy at certain times. You know what I mean? I don't think, yeah. Kambosos whooped his ass, man. Anyways, make sure you like the channel or subscribe to the channel, like the videos. This is Juice 888. Ask you to subscribe and like. Subscribe and like. That's all we care about. Subscribe and like. And we will be back with some more videos. I want to talk about the next one. I want to talk about the United States fighters getting their asses whooped, kicked. Not even just them. These people that they're being underestimated. Anyways, that's another story. Let me get out of here. This is Boxing Hideout TV, home of the ass whooping. Make sure you go visit boxinghideout.com, register there. Go to our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, any of that stuff, man. We're around Pinterest, all of it. Boxing Hideout TV. We're the real takeover, not Teofimo. Teofimo got his ass whooped. We're not really taking over anything. We're just joining in. But anyways, peace. We'll see you on the next video. Boxing Hideout TV, boxinghideout.com. Get in there and argue with some trolls, and they'll argue back. Here we go. BoxingHideout.com, Boxing Hideout TV. We rep it. Make sure you go register, sign in, and we'll catch you on the next video. This is Juice 8888, aka Juice Berry, signing out with Boxing Hideout TV.